All right, what's up YouTube? How are you doing? Today I want to make a nice little video where I explain some of the mistakes that I made early on, and they're quite easy to fix, and I think a lot of people recognize these sort of mistakes, and I really do think that it is a really nice stepping stone to get these out of the way to become profitable. Also, I'm doing some free coaching. I want to do some sessions with people. So if you're interested in that, then join the Discord and just let me know. Limited spots, of course, because I'm not going to do 100, but 5 to 10 or something, that's possible. Without further ado, let's start. So the first easy mistake to fix is trading without a bias. Trading without a bias. And what I mean by that is if you're just opening a chart and just looking at one time frame and then you think, oh, this looks good and I'm gonna enter. There are some positives to trade with one time frame, but it's just very easy to just check the daily, the weekly, and the 4 hour just to get an overall bias. Because if it doesn't make sense on those time frames, most likely the trade will go in the opposite direction than what you think. Unless you're like trading very low time frames, but overall it's really nice to just consider the higher time frames. Even if you're trading 5 minutes, I would definitely consider checking the 15 minutes, the 1 hour, to at least get some sort of bias. And if it doesn't make sense on these time frames, there are sure other pairs where these will line up with your sort of strategy, and you'll trade with the general bias, and you'll be more profitable. All right, second step or second mistake is questionable setups. Basically, this is a double sort. This is like double, because if you trade and you're not 100% sure about your trade, then you're basically gambling. Then you're basically like also it fucks up with your mental, because if you know that you shouldn't have taken this trade, then you're going to be stressing more about it. If you lose, you're going to be like, yeah, I shouldn't have taken it. If you win, you're not even going to feel that amazing about it. I would really just have a really clear picture of whatever you look for in a trade and just only go for these. Don't go for the questionable setups. And if you really do want to test those questionable setups, do it with lower risk, or do it like in a demo, or just test it a little bit so they become not questionable anymore. They will become part of sort of your trading routine, right? Because it just gives extra stress, and trading is already stressful enough, so don't give yourself unnecessary stress. The other one is moving stop loss and touching trades. This is something that is really hard to do, but it's very hard, but also very easy. As soon as you just flip the switch in your head, I'm not gonna touch my trades anymore. I'm gonna accept the risk that I'm taking. I'm gonna like just I'm gonna risk whatever 100 euros on this trade. I'm 100% fine with it losing, and I'm going for 200 or 250 or 300 or whatever. You just set your TP and just let the trade run. Overall, this will really save you a lot of stress. And most likely, if your analysis are correct and if your sort of strategy is correct, it will probably generate you more profit as well. Because if you start touching your stop loss, you start hiring it, you start lowering it, it starts to wick you out, and then the trade goes into the direction and would have hit your TP. You're gonna be annoyed. So there are just a lot of mental things that can happen as soon as you start touching your trades, and it's just super easy to just don't do that anymore. Just accept the outcome beforehand and just look afterwards. It's so much more chill, and I would say in the long run a lot more profitable. After a while, as soon as you're like more experienced, you can maybe implement stuff, but for instance, I do it whenever I'm at a 2x or something. Then I might lower my stop loss, but I really do it at areas of interest, above them or below them, depending on the trade, or really strong structure points. But you do have to be more experienced to do those sort of things. Um, let's see. Um, being in the market constant. that is mistake number 4. You don't have to be trading every single moment. Like whenever you're free and you want to trade, it's like sometimes just better to sit on your hands. If it's not what you're looking for, then don't trade, don't force it. Just if there's a lot of news, if it's just not whatever you look for in the market, if it's not there, then don't do it. It will only give you more stress. It really work like it's basically point 2 in here as well. Um, yeah, just I would really just stay away from it. Just go for the quality setups. I also have the tendency to want to be in the market a lot. Um, and I do have a way how I do it without sort of risking too much or being annoyed or fucking with my mental basically. But overall, I would generally just stop thinking about being constantly in the market. I've definitely done that as well. Um, Thinking that losses equal failure. This also thing, as soon as you start like your losses to really fuck with you mentally, then you're really in a downward spiral. You might start over trading and stuff. Just accept the potential of losses. It's just part of the game. Even with a perfect setup, you can get wigged out. The trade can go in the other direction. There's no strategy with a 100% win rate. So even with perfect execution, you will lose. Just keep that in mind. Don't let it mess you up. Just look over the longer periods. If you start losing more than you win over multiple tens of trades, like 30, 40, 50 trades, whatever, yeah, there might be something wrong. But just one loss, two losses, three losses, four losses, that sort of stuff that happens, don't let it get in your head, basically. So yeah, these are the 5 sort of mistakes that I found to be quite easy to fix, but really makes trading less stressful and also more profitable, in my opinion. Again, if you're interested in just having a session with me where we look over the market together and we sort of you show me the sort of trades you're going for, and I'll show you what I see in the market and what I would have done differently or whatever. Um, I would really like to do those sort of sessions. Um, I don't know. I just want to give value, and I think I will learn from it as well. So also, I'm busy with working on like sort of a PDF, sort of I don't know, like a bigger sort of uh, template or whatever for stuff that I look for and just my general thoughts about trading. And I'm probably gonna share that for free soon as well. So if you're interested in that, then yeah, feel free to stick around. Liking, subscribing, and commenting all is very much appreciated. And I would love to see you in the next one. Thank you so much and have a lovely remainder of the weekend.